Hello, Steve White, TrekBoy89 for Steve Arts89. Well, Lower Decks gave us a gift. It established that Star Trek Discovery is in a different universe from the other Star Trek shows, and some people are seeing that as a decanonization. It's really not, because all those alternative universes are canon and part of Star Trek. It just means you can focus on one universe, and it is actually a different universe from the Discovery universe. So that's great. But now there are rumors, and I'm not sure if these are real, because when this happened and we got this gift, all the YouTubers and all the pop culture war people and all the chuds and all that just jumped on this, and some mainstream media did articles about it, and all the YouTubers are talking about it. And they're all saying, okay, basically now Star Trek Discovery is decanonized when it's not, but they're also saying now we can return to the original Star Trek, because they're saying, these are two rumors basically. The main sort of rumor is that Skydance was behind this, that they put this in Lower Decks so they could compartmentalize the different universes in Star Trek and focus on the original canon Star Trek going forward. And the other rumor is that they're going to get rid of KurtzMan so they can continue working with Secret Hideout. Now, are these true? I don't know. Now, did I say this before? I've done this video a couple of times and it was too long, but I actually went back and watched Doomcock's videos on this, and Mr. H and Clownfish and Critical Drinker and all these people who I used to watch and then stop watching because I realised that they were just pandering to the right-wing base and just telling people what they want to hear, and literally just twisting every news story to this narrative that they had, that people wanted to hear, that their fan base wanted to hear, and I wasn't a part of that. I got sucked in because they were talking about the issue I cared about, and unlike them, I understand that Star Trek was woke and is intelligent science fiction. That's what I want it to return to. They seem to think it was fist fights and phasers and kissing, hot chicks, and Kirk being chasing after hot aliens, and they think that's what Star Trek is. They never got that it worked on different levels and that it was woke and intelligent, and they didn't miss any of that, but they did get upset with representation and diversity. So there are people that hate it for that, and they're very different from the people like myself who hate it because it unraveled the utopia and created a dystopia, and basically made it so it's all about contemporary issues reflected in the Federation of the day, and it just is basically saying nothing's going to change, nothing's going to get better. In the future, we're going to have the same problems in the Federation that we do today in government, instead of doing all that as allegory with alien races. So they just don't understand how Star Trek worked. They ruined it, and Kurtzman's mostly to blame for this. And the talk is that Skydance is, pressuring them to go back to the original Star Trek and remove Kurtzman. And they're basically saying to Secret Hideout, if you want to work with us and keep the contract with Star Trek, you're going to have to get rid of Kurtzman. Now, I think they should just bring Star Trek in-house again, because they spend all this money, they give this money to the production company to make Star Trek, and half of it goes to the executive producers. It doesn't even get on screen. And they'd be better off just making it in-house. They'd save money, and they would have control. They could just bring in different creators for different series, and maybe have an overall sort of overseer, but, not someone who is invested in it like Kurtzman was. That's what I'm hoping happens. I'm hoping this is more than just rumour, but it could just be rumour. They're probably just making up what we want to hear again, which they did. Like Kathleen Kennedy has been fired every 2 minutes, and Kurtzman has been fired a million times, and they're going to go back and do all this, and none of it ever happened. And they were just telling people what they wanted to hear, and I just hope there's not more of that. Now, I'm not going to keep watching their channels. I just tuned in for this story. I just wanted to see how they handled it. I just wanted to celebrate with these people who hated, Discovery like I did, but for different reasons, but some for these reasons as well as their other issues. But yes, I just want to talk about that for a minute, and I just really hope that this happens. I hope that Star Trek can return to what it was, because with Picard Season 3, they snuck it in by doing Season 2 and 3 back-to-back and using the money that they saved on setting it in Los Angeles current day to actually make Season 3. And everyone loved it, but then Kurtzman refused to make it. And everyone got angry because we finally found a Star Trek that works, that the fans want, and you're instead producing your own 31st century Starfleet Academy show no one wants to see. When people are asking for this, you're basically taking money out of our pockets. because the merchandise sales are down and the syndication rights are a joke. No one wants the new Star Treks, and it's not even doing well on Paramount Plus. So a lot of people want to go back to old Star Trek, what worked, but that means woke intelligent science fiction, not what the chats think it is. So they're celebrating that they think that's what they're going to get. I don't think that's what they're going to get. I don't think Star Trek's going to go backwards. But they do need to sidestep to a different universe, the old original canon universe, and then just progress the series as it would have done had it not ended in 2005, thanks to Les Moonves. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of these two rumours that Skydance was behind the compartmentalizing of the different universes in Star Trek and making it basically a multiverse, with Discovery being a different universe, and that Kurtzman is going to be pushed out because they want to keep the contract and they just don't want to work with him. I'm hoping something changes. I'm still being optimistic and hoping for Star Trek to return to its glory days of a woke intelligent science fiction show.